Okay, it's that time again. We are 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, and we do opportunity meetings at this time weekly. So for those of you that are here to support the meetings that are already members, hopefully you've done everything you need to do to be able to get paid to be here. We're offering you $50 in PFG for your support in these weekly opportunity calls. So for those of you that are learning about us for the first time, this call's for you. And we've been meeting like this for a while. We've been around almost 2 years. In November, it'll be 2 years. And we're so excited about how things have developed and where we're currently at. And today, I'm going to have all of you answer a question for me. And that is, how many of you want to be set for life? If you want to
Oh,
be set for
yes, I
life,
do.
I do.
Yes,
Most
please.
definitely.
I do. I do.
Yes, please.
Hello,
Definitely.
brother. Bring
Me
it on.
too.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
I do.
please.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
all
Great.
right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So right now we have a very special window that we're in right now. So let me just share my screen and give you a glimpse of this window that we're in. That really makes one that you can be set for life if you take advantage of it, or if you're in a position to take advantage of it. Let's see here. But go to our YouTube channel. We are currently in a transition.
We will give you 7.
Okay, so there we go. About a month ago, we put this video up called One Old Coin Equals One New Coin. And I highly recommend all of you come to the YouTube channel and take a look at this video here. Okay. And we'll really do a deep dive on what this means, the old coin versus new coin. But bottom line is this, guys. Let me just change my view here a little bit. So the bottom line is, if you've got $1, you've got an opportunity right now in this window to turn $1 into $1,000, or turn $10 into $10,000, or turn $1,000 into $1 million. 1,000 to 1, right? So with 1,000 to 1 opportunity staring you in the face right now, you could be set for life just by coming together, pulling the resources you can, and following clear instructions that we're going to be rolling out here. Okay, so we have obviously old coins and new coins, and that means something. But the bottom line is that for every old coin you have, you'll get an equal amount of the new coin. At the completion of the process of this migration or transition, and so you're going to want to get as many of those old coins as you can, while this window of transition is, at least the opening part of it is still open, right? As long as that window is open, you'll be able to take advantage of that. So we have so much to offer here in our pool funding opportunity. The thing I think a lot of us are excited about right now, I think there's two things that we're really excited about at the moment. And that is, one is that we have basically a savings account where you can double your money monthly inside that savings account. How does that sound to you guys?
Love it.
Sounds
Amazing.
excellent.
Great.
Amazing.
Okay.
Great.
Amazing.
So you want to definitely take advantage of that.
Great.
And then we obviously, as I mentioned before, there's an investment opportunity where you could get 1,000 times return by basically catching the tail end of the transition from old coins to new coins. So it's a big deal. And what I want to do is also talk about a second thing that people are excited about, and that is paid training. We just started doing paid training, a week ago, something like that. Maybe it's closer to 2 weeks now. We just barely started doing it. How many of you are excited about paid training?
Again, I love it.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm
looks
very
a
excited.
good program.
That's great.
Very
Better
excited.
believe it.
That's nice.
Exciting.
Thank you so much.
All
That's why
right.
we're right here, guys.
Yeah, so we've noticed that a lot more people are attending our live Zoom calls as a result of, we're offering them $50 of PFG. Now, PFG, you wouldn't want to sell something that's going to turn, 1000x on you, would you? So, of course, anything that's in your wallet, you have the power to sell it. But, we're offering people paid training. I want you to think about it like this, guys. This paid training is not $50 per training. It's $50,000 per paid training. Think about that.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Think about it.
Wow.
Okay. Do you see why it's important not to
Holy
sell
shit.
your coin? Okay. So just because you have it doesn't mean you should sell it, because you don't want to miss out on the 1000x, do you? So and basically our exit strategy is something that's going to become extremely popular. I think we're going to lead the movement on this, where you don't want to ever sell something that's appreciating in value. You just want to borrow against it, right? And that way you can get it back, and hopefully by the time you get it back, it's actually worth more than when you started, because it's appreciating. So with the coins that we're working with in the market, these are appreciating fast, really fast, faster than like faster than 99.99% of the other things out there. Okay, and so since it's got a rapid appreciation, we don't sell them. Instead, we borrow against it, and we've actually set up a what we're calling a micro lending website to do like a sample of what that's all about and what it's like to borrow against an appreciating asset. Okay, so let me demonstrate that to you real quick. Let me share my screen. So I'll take you over to our lending website. It is here. Okay, and I'm going to refresh it. And boom. Okay. So this is the dashboard. This is like the homepage of the lending website. We got 2 videos here. Okay. I recommend you watch both of these videos. You can watch both of them in a matter of like 6 minutes, right? It takes 6 minutes to watch both of them. And I recommend that you do that maybe multiple times to really get clear on what the offer is. But here you can double your money monthly guaranteed. So when I say treat this like a savings account, well, you can't double money that's not there, right? So you have to have something to double. So you don't want to sell, right? So the idea is you want to have it grow by lending it. So we guarantee that you'll be able to double anything that you lend, and we lend in $50 units. Okay, and then we also offer a double rebate, and this is the guide for it. And what that means, instead of getting $50 rebate, you're getting $100 rebate, which means that as a borrower, you actually are picking up free money. And then we encourage people to double dip on that offer. So double dipping kind of looks like this. Double dip for twice the fun, be a borrower to pick up the free money. Because when you factor in the rebate, basically you're getting free money by borrowing. Wait, let me put this in a different way of saying it. We're paying you to borrow. That's what I mean by free money. We're paying you to borrow. How about that? And then you can take the money that you borrow and you can lend it out, and then we guarantee that you'll double that. Right? So we're paying you to borrow, and you take the money that you borrowed and lend it out and double that amount. And that's how you can double dip. It's really quite fun. Okay. All right. So got this in the way. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So we're at 233. So we're not at capacity yet. So basically, when it comes to lending, okay, if you have less than $3,000 of PML coin in your account, then you can do one loan per day, $150 loan per day, which is guaranteed to double to $100 once the loan gets picked up by a borrower. Okay. And this is how easy it is to turn 50 into 100, which means you're making $50. So let me show you how easy it is to make $50. Click, that's one.
Ito na. Hindi na, nakita ko sa pangalan ko.
Okay, good. Click, that's two. And click, that's three. So 3 clicks to make $50. Just as simple as that. How does that sound, everybody? 3
That
clicks.
Sounds
on-
excellent.
3 clicks on the internet to make
That's
$50.
Very cool.
Very cool.
In most
Really?
countries, $50 a
Yeah,
day
that's
is a
very-
lot of money. You know, in most countries, there's like 200 countries, right? In most of those 200 countries, $50 a day is a lot of money. Now, if you've got $3,000 of PML, you'll be able to do 6 clicks a day, and then you'll be able to make $100 a day, right? So you just need to have at least 3,000 in your account to do that. And we're still finishing up the code on that, but that could be done today or tomorrow, maybe the next day. It's going to be done real soon. So soon enough. So basically, you could actually bring in about $3,000 every single month just by 6 simple clicks a day on our website here. And that's all it takes to make money here. And that's a nice foundation for being set for life. So on one hand, you need to have some cash flow coming in. And on the other hand, you need to have some wealth creation that's being, just appreciating in value over time. I see we have a couple of hands up. I'll come to the hands in a moment. So the opportunity is to also work with us on our pool funding website. Let me share that with you. Go to pool funding. I want to switch it to the $100 pool to really make this like really clear. Technically there'll be 4 pools. 3 are open right now, but the 4th one, the $1,000 one, is going to open up soon. Anyway, you can see here that I have put in 27,700, and it's brought me $4 million, right? That's pretty good, right? 27.7 for 4 million. So 3.1 million plus 900,000, that's 4 million right there. Okay. And that's the beauty of our pool funding platform. And this is where you can cash flow daily as well. So, we offer opportunities to cash flow every day, opportunities to put your money to work, and opportunities to invest to be set for life. What more would you want? And paid training on top of that. What more could you want? Right? All right. One of the hands dropped off. Paul, you still got your hand up. Go ahead, Paul. You're from the UK.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just curious, when you get to 3,000 PML, and let's say you got 3,049, and you make one loan for $50, does that mean you can't make the second loan because now you're under 3,000?
You're right about that. You're right about that. Technically, you're going to want to build it up to about $6,000, but you're qualified at 3, right? So 3 gets you qualified, but if you want to do it all, and you want to do $100 every day all month long, you'll need about 6,000 in there, right? Because that's the math, isn't it? You're doing the math, Paul. Appreciate that. Yep. So this is another reason why we want to accumulate. There's too many people that think that if they have a coin, they should sell it. And we're just the opposite of that. The more you hang around us, the more you learn that we don't sell coins. We just hold on to them, and we accumulate them, and we get as many as we can. But when it comes to PML, as soon as you're well over 6,000, then yeah, you can probably start selling some off after you get to 6,000. But it doesn't make sense to sell any of your coin in PML until you get to 6,000, because you don't want to reduce your opportunity and how much you could actually make per day putting your money to work. So there you go. And
It's-
yet another question.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's what we know we all should have done with Bitcoin 10, 15 years ago.
That's
Bought
true.
it, hung on to it.
That's so
and,
true. So
make the
many
most of it.
people sold early. People thought it was only going to go to 1,000 and they sold it when it was 1,000. Well, they missed out, because it's so well over 100,000 now.
Yes, sir.
But what Bitcoin took years to do, we're doing in months. That's the difference between Bitcoin and us, is that,
Yep.
Bitcoin will always be our granddaddy, carved out the path for us. But ultimately, as an idea, Bitcoin is like the old version of what we're doing today. I mean, it takes 10 minutes for a Bitcoin to confirm, whereas it only takes a few seconds for our coin to confirm, so the technology has gotten better. But Bitcoin is definitely a global asset that's recognized by pretty much every government now, and even institutions are buying it as you're seeing it showing up in pension plans and retirement plans and hedge funds, and Bitcoin's turned into that kind of a thing. Okay, so people that think that Bitcoin is just a fad, they're not paying attention. Bitcoin is like the foundation to everything that we're doing as we move into the future. All right, those are great questions, Paul. Pastor Carl White, how are you today?
Hey Ace, I just wanted to say I'm very proud to be a part of this movement to eradicate poverty in the world. But I wanted to ask Hunter if he could put up the website to the micro lending.
Okay, yeah, it's just
I replied to your
pmocoin.app.
comment on that.
I'm sorry.
I replied to your comment on that. So I think
Oh,
I
okay.
and
Thank you.
Casey
Must have
did.
missed it. Okay, but so thank you then.
I'll put it in again. Stuff gets buried here.
Okay.
There you
All
go.
right, so this
Okay,
is
thanks,
the
Ace.
website right here. So it's a pmlcoin.app. Okay. Right now it's just a website, but soon enough it'll be on the the Apple
Yeah.
and Google app stores, on Android and Apple phones. So,
Oh,
but right
yeah,
now it's
I
just
tried
a
to
website.
put that in, but it wouldn't load. So that's why I asked. My apologies. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so in a very easy to use website, you got borrow, you got lend, and you have a dashboard. That's it. Straightforward. You just do a couple of clicks every day. You're making $50 a day, soon to be $100 a day, for just by doing a few clicks on the website. And that's a great way to lay a foundation. If your intent is to be set for life, it's nice to have a foundation that is putting money in your pocket now. And we have two ways to do that. One here on the activity that you'll do here on this website, but we also have activities that only take about 2 minutes that you can do on our pool funding website. If you do the activities on the pool funding website, you can cash flow there as well every single day. Okay. And I'm just kind of just leaving it at that for now, because I want the focus to be that we're in a window right now. Okay. This opportunity, the 1-for-1 opportunity, it's not going to be here much longer. Okay. When that goes away, then maybe we'll be able to offer a 50x return, if maybe 100x, but 1,000x, that'll be gone. Okay. That'll be gone. So if you want 1,000x your money, you're in the window right now. And I want people to realize that this is an opportunity to be set for life. You've come to a place where if you can pull yourself together and bring some funds to the table that you can sit on for a bit, those funds will work really hard for you here, probably harder here than anywhere else. We are really excited about our future, what we're doing and how we're going to get there. We're excited to pay you using our coin. We're using our coin to pay you. $50 every time you come to a paid training, but you do need to get, there's a process. Let's say today is your first day. Let's say you're a guest to this meeting, and the next meeting you come to, the next training or whatever coming up like on Thursday, you want to get paid for that. Well, what you need to do is get into our Telegram group. We call our Telegram group the Wall of Joy. Okay. You're going to want to find the executive. Okay. Here's our executive team here. Okay. You're going to find the one on duty. Okay. So you kind of go in here and look for the one on duty. Okay. And let me find it here.
You're not sharing, Ace?
Oh, I thought I was sharing. Let me share and start over. Share. Okay. Now I'm sharing, right? So
Yep.
like I was saying, this is our executive team here. Okay. They work 24 hours a day around the clock, 365 days a year, and they take care of everything that you could ever need, especially, getting yourself on the paid training list. Okay. We have different names for it, but that's the easiest one to remember. The paid training list. You want to be on the paid training list. Okay. All right. So you need to find the executive on duty. So I'm kind of going up. Here we go. So right now, Zyrene is our executive on duty right now. It says here, don't miss out on the transition process from the old coins to the new coins and pool funding. Get verified before October 1st. How close is October 1st, guys? 2025. How far away is that?
Very close.
3 weeks.
Only
3 weeks.
only 3 weeks. So that's the window, guys. That's the window. Okay. So it says her working hours. If you're using a New York time, Eastern Standard Time, she started at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is working until 10. So she's going to be off in about 7 minutes, right? Philippine time, that's 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay. But, every time, Maria was the one before her, so she was working from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So there you go. So it's kind of flips like that between our executives. They all put in time. And you got Yumi here. Okay. Don't miss out on our transition process from old coins to new coins and pool funding. Get verified before October 1st, 2025. Contact me if you want to get verified. You got Yumi's Telegram address there. Okay. Send her a private message, and then she'll meet with you on a Zoom call and take you through the process. And at the end of the process, you'll be all set to get paid training. Okay. So that's it, guys. Now, for some reason, you think you're supposed to get paid training and you didn't get paid training for some reason, don't come to me. You'd be surprised how many people here are coming to me, saying, hey, I didn't get paid. And I'm like, I'm busy, guys. So I'm like the CEO, busy. CEOs are busy, right? You don't take the small problems to a CEO, right? You take that to the executive team, because that's what their job is. And some of you have been taking it to Nancy or to Mr. Gildas. Again, the three of us are busy doing other things. It's best that you take those. If you think you're supposed to get paid and you didn't, that's usually what we're seeing when people send us a message like that. Then take that to the executive team, and they can look into your account and they can let you know where you stand, and then make any corrections as needed. Okay. So just remember, the executive team is very powerful, and they're there 24 hours a day. While I'm sleeping, they're working. Okay. And so you can count on someone always to be available. There's always someone there for you. So we have tremendous support here, training, opportunity, and quick money and long-term money, and we got it all. What else do you want? It's everything. All right. Let me take it off the speaker view, big gallery. Okay, love it. I love seeing the videos. Love seeing you guys in motion. That's great. It's really cool. I even see some second generation here. Let me hear from Joe. Hey, Joe, I see you there. How's life in your part of the U.S.?
Yeah, hello, Ace. Hello, everybody. Everything's going very well. Thank you. And I'm excited to see that gradually the more of us that are understanding that we don't sell coin, we hold on to it. And you can start seeing that, it's being mentioned at every meeting multiple times. Do not sell, and people are paying attention, which is great. You can see because most of the coins are on an upswing, and that's exactly what we want. So
Yeah. What do you think of this
I'm
chart
excited.
here?
Yeah.
Let me share this chart, Joe. Tell me what you think about this chart here. Let me get this out of the way. What do you think of that chart?
To the moon.
Right?
Right.
Like
To
right
the moon.
in this section
Great
here,
Hunter.
we were like, hey guys, stop it. So some people didn't get the memo. They're selling in the market, right? It's like, stop it. Okay, hold on to it for a bit. Let us get to our price target. And Joe, what is the price target for our PML coin?
The PML, 1 million.
That's right. That's
1 million.
right.
Yeah.
$1 million. And we're currently at
To start with, anyway.
380,000. That's right. Yeah. We're currently at, I should call it our first price target, right? So we're currently at $380,000 per PML coin right at this moment. Okay. And so if there's nobody selling and there's only people buying, like Joe, for example, we know Joe's been buying. I'll just tell you, Joe's been buying. Okay. So if there's just nothing but buying, this is what happens to the chart, guys. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that look nice?
It's what we want to see.
This was cool. This was cool right here, but this is like wow right here, right?
Yep.
Okay. So again, now we have actually a couple of different phases when it comes to our pricing strategy, our coin price strategy. And so it starts with hitting price targets, and then we go into the second part of the strategy. It's called price stability. Selling is allowed during price stability. Okay, some in the beginning, more when the price is more stable. So the more stable the price is during price stability, the more selling is allowed. But again, remember, if you got something that's appreciating in value, you probably want to minimize how much selling you do and just take advantage of the opportunities to borrow against it. Now, our little platform, our little micro lending platform is just a sampling of what else is out there. There's 100 other platforms out there. For example, if you had $1 million of Bitcoin and wanted $500,000 of paper, US dollars in your bank account, you could easily do that on some of these platforms that will take your Bitcoin as collateral, and then they'll put $500,000 in your bank account, and then you can go start a business or whatever else you're going to do with that. Some big plan, of course. And then hopefully you turn that $500,000 into multiple millions and pay back that the $500,000 and get your $1 million back in Bitcoin that was collateral. That's the whole idea. So our micro platform that we put together is just teaching people how it works, right? And it's a good example, right? Very generous example where you can double your money. These other platforms, you're not going to necessarily double your money by using them, but you can do large quantities like $1 million, $10 million, whatever. So those exist. They're out there now. One of them's called Aave, AAVE. Okay, you can go look at it. So that's what we're trying to teach people, is that the whole backbone of the new financial system that's rolling out right now. As of this year, many laws have been passed, basically making it very clear that the new financial system is going to be on the blockchain. Okay, so that's where it's all going, guys. There's no stopping it. So
Yes, it is.
might as well just I mean, I believe in going along with something that's working, up to a point, right? And to me, the point ends when they want to start putting something in my body, right? If they want to take a picture of my face or, video of it, fine. I don't think I can really avoid that anyway. But the minute they want to put something in me and they want that little something inside of me to be putting out a signal, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm not interested in that, guys. That's where I draw the line. How many of you draw the line with me there? Is that a good place to draw the line?
Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And, honestly, technology should be used to free the people, not to enslave them. Wouldn't you agree with me on that statement there too?
Yes. No transhumanism.
Exactly.
Excellent.
So the bottom line, guys, is that if you have a lot of money, it'll help you gain your voice. Okay. I'm here to help you gain your voice. You're going to need it going into the future we're going into. Okay. All of us need a strong voice to say no when the time comes. Okay. That's fine. Not that. That ain't fine. Okay. We need to be able to tell the people that want to, overreach to stop it when it comes time. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
We don't have to be
They say
violent. We don't have to burn anything down to make that point. We just all collectively just say no, and then that'll be the end of it. What are they going to do if everybody says no? So that's the bottom line. So I'm here to guide you and lift you as an individual, empower you to have more financial power than you ever had before. You're in a window right now to be set for life. Everybody say that again, set for life.
Set for life.
You're in the window right now.
Set for life.
Set for life. So if you take
Set for
advantage
life.
of the
Set for
window,
life.
this is it.
Set for life.
So there you go. So, all right, Jeff. Hey, buddy. Jeff out of Utah. How are you doing today? You got your hand up.
Doing fantastic, man. Question I've got, hopefully you haven't already answered this or something, but with the PML coin, once you reach the 1,500 a month, the 3,000 a month, stuff like that, and the coin has, I think what you've said, matured or whatever, and it gets to the point of where people can, sell some or whatever, instead of selling and stuff, can we just reinvest that we're making a month into the other coins, the PFG, the PFI?
That actually does make sense. So right now we don't have a pair between the two sets, but we could create some pairs. That's what it takes, liquidity pair. Right now the liquidity is all in USDT. So USDT, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, that's basically the digital US dollar. Okay. And so the price of that doesn't go up or down. It just is always equal to the dollar. So right now, all of our coins are paired up with, all four of the pool funding coins and the one PML coin on the lending website. All of them are paired up with USDT. So the pathway currently would be going from PML to USDT, and then from USDT over to one of the other coins, one of the other four, and let it continue to appreciate over there. Yes. Now, later on, we could do a direct pair. We could do like a PML, PFI pair. We could do like a PML, PFB pair. We could do those pairs, and then it'd just be one coin for the other. But
that would be fantastic.
That does dilute things a little bit. So we got to time it just right in order for it not to, kind of kink up a few things, what we're trying to do, So I know
Awesome.
when to do that, Jeff. We're just really too early to do it now.
Okay, sounds good, man.
Excellent question and good thinking on your part. So how would $3,000 more a month impact your family, Jeff?
Like anybody else. I mean, it would be absolutely fantastic. But like I says,
What would change?
We're doing well enough, on our own and stuff like that with the trucks and that's why I wondered if I could just use that money and reinvest in the other coins. Obviously it would help us, like it would anybody, but that's not something that we would have to rely on.
Got it. All right. That gives you an idea where you're at. And I love the way you answered that. That's great. So good. For some people it's complete life-changing. Like if someone here in the Philippines was getting 3,000, if a Filipino living in the Philippines was getting $3,000 a month, they're making as much as an entry level, like a brain surgeon, and like a new brain surgeon, so
Right.
in their first year or whatever. And it's a lot of money over here. where I'm currently living with my Filipino wife. So, but yeah, in the US, 3,000 is not as meaningful as it is in other parts of the world, but it's still the peace of mind that can come with it is kind of nice. So, and then
Absolutely.
and if you can multiply 3,000 and just have it multiply 30,000, 300,000, that's even better, you know. So, yeah. And so there you go. Thank you, Jeff. Any other questions? You're good? Okay. All right.
No, I'm good. Thanks, Ace. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You and Kyle are awesome over there. Okay.
That's Kyle's about the best sponsor a guy could ask for.
I'm telling you what, he's awesome. Okay. Do we have anybody else? If you're brand new and you first time you're hearing me, is your mind completely blown? What? If you're brand new, this is the first time you've ever come into our meeting. This is going on a lot thicker than normal because the window's closing, so that's why it's pretty thick right now. But just realize we have a path for you. We can start small and build big. The idea is leverage with as little risk as possible. Small risk, big leverage. That's how you get ahead financially. That's the equation. All right. Okay, I don't see any other hands up. And let me just check the chat, see if there's someone who wants to chat about something. Okay, lots of thank yous. Okay, I love the appreciation. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. Again, if you haven't put in your wallet address and you're qualified for paid training, go ahead and put your wallet address in here. Nancy will collect that, and then we'll be making that payment in a few hours after the programmer has processed it. Okay, just got to process it first. Okay, so there we go. Yeah. How does it benefit a borrower to pay off a loan early? Basically, you're greasing the wheels of the system that you're taking that you're using. So think of it like a domino effect. If you pay early, then the person that you're paying off, they're getting $100, right? Maybe that person that you're paying off, they owe $100 on a loan that they've taken out. So now they can use your $100 to pay off their loan, right? So it's like a domino effect. Just think of it just like it's like greasing the wheels of the system. And we do encourage people to pay early, right? Yeah, Mark just said, hey, he paid 2 of his loans off 5 days early. Thank you, Mark, for greasing the wheels of the system, right? You can wait to the last minute, but if you wait 31 days, you're too late. It's only 30 days, guys. So, you lose your collateral and you don't get the rebate if your time runs out. You got 30 days to pay it off. But if you pay it off early, it's not like a one-for-one direct impact, but it is a general impact that it has on the whole system. It makes the system smoother and better and easier for people to operate within it. We'll have a lot fewer defaults in a system like that, and that's what we want. We want a system with as little defaults as possible. But even if there's default, as the supplier, you're guaranteed as the lender to get paid double. So you put in 50, you're guaranteed to get 100% of the time. I'll say that again. As a lender, you're guaranteed to get double 100% of the time. So regardless if the borrower defaults or doesn't default, doesn't matter what the borrower does, you're absolutely guaranteed to double your money. That's the beauty of our micro lending website and how great that is. All rebates are always paid in PML coin, 100% of the time. So Paul just asked that question. So all rebates are paid in PML coin, 100% of the time. And people that are lending, they have the option of choosing how they want to get paid. They can just collect the collateral that was put up. And again, we guarantee that it's going to be worth at least $100 collateral, or they can collect PML coin, whichever they prefer. So the lender has options when it comes to that. Let me show you how to choose. Right now, I've got mine set on collateral because I got plenty of PML coin. So I'm now collecting the collateral. You go to the Lind part of the website, and at the bottom of this here, you got the choice of pay me in collateral or pay me in PML tokens. So you can choose which one you want. Okay. I think the default is set for PML tokens, which is the same thing as a coin. Okay. Just a different name for it. So you can get paid in PML or you can get paid in the collateral. It's up to you. And you can switch it back and forth as often as you want. So you're not locked into anything forever, you know, it's just whenever you want. Okay. Just going through the chats here. All right. Do you get the rebate early? No, the rebate doesn't come earlier. It basically, when the borrower engages the offer from the lender, day one, that's day one. Day 60, the rebate's paid if the borrower made their payment on time. Okay, good questions. How many times allowed to borrow? That's a great question. Okay. You can use pool funding coins to borrow up to 4 $50 units per calendar month. So it's a fancy way of saying you can borrow up to $200 per calendar month. Okay, you can borrow up to $200 per calendar month, and you can lend if you've got less than $3,000 PML. You can do up to one $50 loan that you can lend out every day. Okay. And that's what I've been doing, and it's been working out great. I've been lending $50 every day, and that basically means I'm going to make $50 every day. And click, click, click. That's all it takes to make $50 every day. Let's see here. Is it advantageous to be paid in one versus the other? I guess it depends on how many PML coins that you have. If you got less than $6,000 of PML, let's look at what I got. Do I have less than $6,000 of PML in my account? Okay. Let's take a look at my account here.
No, you got way more.
You already know the answer. Go to the dashboard here. I've only got $140,000 of PML coin, so I think I got enough here, you know. So I'll take the collateral now, you know. So yeah, anything over $6,000 in PML, might as well pick up the collateral because it might be worth more than $100, you know. The collateral is appreciating, by the way, you know. Hopefully, that's the idea at least. Oh, the questions are rolling in on the chat here. For everyone who has been helped by Hunter, let's show our appreciation by sending them 2 or 3 USDT. Great suggestion, Paul from the UK. So, yeah, Hunter really appreciates a little bit of volunteer pay there. So if you want to pay him for everything he does, just send him something. Hey, there's 200 of you here, and if you all sent him $1, he'd have $200, right? How about that? All right, let's see here. And we got something coming in from I'll have difficulty pronouncing that. Sorry. The name. Sir, what if my lending is still open for 30 days, but my borrowed PML almost 30 days? Do I need to pay my borrowed loan, or will I just wait for my lending to be paid by the lender? So let's say you unfortunately didn't get paid early, and you find that you have a loan out that you need $100 of PML, and you don't have $100 of PML. It's coming. You probably need to go to the market and buy $100 of PML, pay off your loan, and maybe a day or two later, then you'll get paid back from the people that borrowed from you, right? So that's how it works out sometimes. This is why I encourage people to pay early, so less of that happens, right? Hope you feel good about that advice that I'm putting out there that help people like you that are concerned about it. But anyway, we want more reasons to buy the coin anyway. So there's reasons for the lenders to buy coin. There's reasons for the borrowers to buy coin. Everybody has a reason to buy PML, right? That's the whole point of it. All right. Okay, she thanked me for the clarification. Anybody else? Everybody good? Okay. Just to let you know how often you can get paid training. On Monday, you can get paid training. On Tuesday, you got 2 opportunities to get paid training. On Thursday, you can get paid training. On Saturday, you can get paid training. And if you speak French, yeah, you get paid training on Sunday. Or if you just want to sit through a meeting that's all in French, you could get paid training on Sunday. So that's $50 every time you come into a paid training. So like today, you're supporting us. It's paid training for you to be here. So again, just wrapping it up one more time. Go to our executive team. If you're not already on the list to get paid training, to get yourself on the list, you can get it done quickly just by connecting with a member of our team. Okay. And you'll see posters like this one here, letting you know who's on call at the moment, or who's on duty, and we have a great, beautiful team of executives. This is the best team ever, guys. You guys agree? Best team ever?
Absolutely.
Yes.
You bet.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yep.
All right, there you go. Oh, look at, so Justina's on duty now. Okay, so she just came on duty right now. So you can reach out to her at Justine May there. You can see her Telegram address right there. Okay, guys. I think that's everything today. So everybody that let's see here, that likes paid training, say I love paid training. How about we just wrap it up with that? I love paid training.
I
I
love
love paid training.
Training.
Paid training.
Paid training.
Paid training.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Great.
Thank you. Very generous.